We keep that unit very in order, regardless of how crazy we are.
When we come back, life with her legendary father, the good days and the bad.
The daddy she adored.
If you get mad at me, I would just crumble.
A little girl watches the dark days descend. A tragedy Lisa Marie says didn't have to happen.
You think they should have saved him?
They could have.
When Primetime with Lisa Marie Presley continues.
In a song on Lisa Marie Presley's new album, she wrote lyrics that say, I was crying every time I'd leave you. I still keep my watch 2 hours behind, but someone turned the lights out there in Memphis. Presley says she hadn't planned to sing about her dad, but sometimes the only road ahead takes you back past home. You said you didn't want to write a song about your DNA.
Mm-mm. I don't usually talk about him, because I don't want to be capitalizing on anything.
Because I saw the pictures of you over the years as a little girl, and it did seem a lot of the time that you just put armor on and said, I'm not going to give you me.
Right.
But if you could go back and experience anything another way, would you?
Honestly, no. No, not at all.
Does Graceland seem like another world away, or does it still seem like home?
Graceland's like a time capsule. Nothing has changed. Nothing's been touched. It's kind of a sad thing, a life that existed there at one time in the history, and there was so much life. But it's still home to me very much when I'm there.
So who is the dad you remember?
Just a very special, I remember him as my dad, but he was a very exciting dad.
You talked about his coming down the stairs with jewels.
Chain. Yeah, and yeah, he'd sing all the time.
Did he want you to sing? Did you ever?
Oh yeah, he'd always wake me up to sing in the middle of the night, get on the table and sing.
Yeah? So what was his schedule that you would keep?
4 a.m., sleep, go to bed, 4, 5, get up at 2, 3 in the afternoon. That was only when I was with him. When I was with my mom, she flipped me around into a very rigorous normal average childhood schedule.
And did you have the great sandwiches, the great fried banana sandwiches, and the...
Oh, God, that'll never end. Now, that's such a haunting nightmare, that. I never saw him eat one of those, to be honest with you, and I finally just had one, like I took a bite about a year ago.
She remembers time with him as magical days. He'd hire a jet to take her just to see the snow, or hire a whole amusement park so she could ride the carousel. Did it feel luxurious?
You know, with him, no, because it was his heart that was permeating more than the element of the jet. And it's like, this man loves me.
He even recorded lullabies.
Mr. Sandman came by, and then there were trees.
But as time went on, his sweet daughter became a kind of wild child, famously beginning her rebel streak. After all, he wouldn't discipline her. In fact, he fell apart the one time he tried a little spanking.
I woke up in the middle of the night one night to him with a puppet singing over my bed because he felt bad. It was just a pop. It was really quick. It didn't hurt, but I was just heartbroken. If he'd get mad at me, I would just crumble.
Even now, when she hears her father singing, something seems to flicker across her face. Something that takes you back to the 4- and 5-year-old little girl who loved her glittering dad, but was haunted by the shadows behind the light. Did you worry about him?
All the time. All the time.
Why?
I don't know. I honestly can't answer that. It's very strange. I mean, I know kids sometimes have that, like, thing where they're worried because they love their parents and want them to die type thing, but I had it really bad with him. You know, like, I was really worried. I'd always go check on him. It was like my job, you know. I'd go check on him out of nowhere, and sure enough, something was wrong or whatever, you know. I mean, I saw that he wasn't doing very well.
What would you say?
Don't die. you know, things like that. Like, are you going to die? And I would just, like, in the middle of whatever, say that. He would, no, I'm not going anywhere. Nothing's going to happen to me. Don't worry about it, type thing.
Were you aware of the drugs as drugs?
I wasn't. No. I'd seen him with handfuls of pills, but I didn't know what they were. And, no. I saw the weight gain. You know, that scared me.
And probably you saw some change in behavior that you didn't even
Yeah, there
know
was,
how to describe.
Yeah, there was erratic behavior here and there.
Like,
If I was watching TV in my room, come to my room and sort of stumbled to my doorway and start to fall, and I had to go catch him, you know, things like that. And he'd try to pull himself out of it if he saw me. Things like that.
do you remember the divorce?
No, I don't. I don't remember them ever acting like they were divorced, which is probably where I get it from.
In your mind, is there one memory you go back to over and over?
No, there's a lot.
What about the way he looked? Do you remember the most? Eyes? Smile?
All of it. I remember all of it. Can we go off the subject now?
Yes.
Thank you.
We can. In a sense, she said it all in something she wrote in grade school. 3 wishes. If I had 3 wishes, I would wish I could drive a Volkswagen. I wish I had 100 Astropops. I wish my mother and father don't die. But on August 16th, 1977, when Lisa Marie Presley was 9 years old, her father collapsed upstairs at Graceland. Her mother has written that his little girl saw the paramedics rushing her father away, and afterwards got in her little golf cart and kept driving and driving, trying to avoid reality. And all these years later, Elvis's little girl is still trying to protect him. Recently, Lisa Marie Presley saw one of the tabloid biographies on a cable channel, saw the entourage of so-called friends of Elvis telling searing details of his final days.
All these people that, you know, were part of his life at that point were just taking him down, basically, and trying to make, you know, take his dignity away, and then, you know, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it back.
You think they should have saved him?
They could have.
So she wrote a song for her dad. It's called Nobody Noticed It. That's what you write in here. I wanted you to know that I haven't forgotten. Well, they tried to make you look broken.
Yeah.
But not while I'm living.
Mm-hmm.
But was he broken?
I think at the end. And I think that he was in trouble. He was not happy. He was, you know, obviously crying out for help. So what is the point in, you know, trying to take away his dignity and cashing in on it, you know? And getting attention for that. It's disgusting. I hope they rot in hell.
Recently, Presley said of her dad, he was a huge, electrifying, powerful presence. And maybe, she added, it's like a lost duckling looking for it again. Coming up, she marries Michael Jackson.
Coming up, the question she dreaded most.
Michael Jackson?
Oh, God.
The answers you've never heard before.
Sexual attraction.
And the truth about their marriage.
Do you think he used you?
When Primetime with Lisa Marie Presley continues.